if you need an AI-first content strategy, here's 4 things you need to be thinking about. So I'm old enough to remember a decade or so ago where clients would come to you and they'd say, we want a mobile-first content strategy. But now it's an AI-first strategy. So what are those 4 key things? First of all, conceptually, if you're, say, for example, designing content for a website, don't think about the way we used to do it, like a guinea pig in a maze. We've got to create a maze-like structure with information architecture and set pages and set navigation and customer journeys, and we'll just guide the guinea pig of a user through to the place and the content they want. Think more about the user as a diner sitting in a restaurant. Because what we're actually going to do is we're going to bring the content, we're going to make it based on their prompt, and we're going to bring it to them and serve it to them where they're at. We're not going to take them through that maze of content. The content will be created on the fly. It won't be in a set page that has been through rounds and rounds of edits and sign off. Secondly, think not about CTAs, but CTPs. So traditional content, a lot of it is about the CTA, the call to action. Buy now, click here. But now what we need to do is we need to guide the user with the call to prompt. What is the prompt that he or she needs to use in order to get the content created that they need? It's all about guiding them around that prompt so that the content can be created for them. Number 3, you're not designing for static content or interactive content anymore. You're designing for a trusted and smart conversation. Right? You are going to be asking for personal information in order to personalize, and you don't want that to feel like speaking to Hal in 2001 Space Odyssey, right? That kind of creepy Kubrick sort of conversation. You want it to be trusted, but you also want it to be smart. AI is there to try and understand user intent, and it's that user intent we must get at, and we must serve up content that meets that user intent. Otherwise, a conversation, it's just not going to sound that smart. And 4th, be prepared for a world in which the AI conversation doesn't happen on your owned platforms. And increasingly it'll happen in ecosystems for Google, for Amazon, or whatever that sort of AI conversation is of choice. And in that sort of sense, you need to think not about SEO, but AIO. Not about search engine optimization, where you are looking at that content for rankings and backlinks, but think more about AIO, where you are creating and designing that content for how it could be understood by the AI machine so that it can actually serve up the right content to the user intent of the prompt that's been created. And increasingly, that is likely to happen not on your owned platform, but in an ecosystem that the user has already bought into. And so those are the 4 things that you need to think about when you're asked for an AI-first content strategy.